no te quiero ni ver. Que te pase por la vida y te reconocí. Te sigues disfrazando, pero tu juego ya yo me lo aprendí. Las calladitas son más peligrosas, borrando los textos fucking mentirosas. Empezaste buena y luego fuiste otra cosa. Tú fuiste otra cosa.
No healthy soil, no life. That's what it means. If there is no soil health, no food, no peace, no peace, no civilization, no humanity in this UN agencies. They are all expecting by 2035 there could be dozens of civil wars across the world because of food shortages.
We got a lot of issues that we trying to fix. Human beings always find themselves in bits. Cause right now what's needed is to save our soul. Save our soul, save our soul. We got a lot of issues that we trying to fix. Human beings always find themselves in bits. Cause right now what's needed is to save our soul. Save our soul, yeah, save our soul.
Regardless of religion or belief, man, we here to come together, see what's missing, I'll be brief. See the planet been warning us if we listen to his speak. Do we learn from mistakes or are we living and repeat? We on the verge of disaster, I'm hoping we emerge from the after, but we might not emerge from this chapter. So this for every politician, person and pastor. Let's determine the factors, find out why the earth is refracted.
We gotta say so, no matter what's happening, we gonna say so. No matter what's going on, we gonna say so. It's more the grind we want, we gotta do what we talk. Before the stars come on, we gotta say so. No matter what's happening, we gonna say so. No matter what's going on, we gonna say so. It's more the grind we want, we gotta do what we talk. Before the stars come on, we gotta say so.
Wonder why I worked out, we came from this planet, dog, she birthed us. Feeling our mother, man, that hurts trust. So what's the consequence? Less food on the people, less room, that's true on all continents. We lost our connection with the land, and we at a crossroads. Are we destined to be there? and we left it in the hands of so-called people in power. But we people in power who play a role in this evening and hour. Ain't got time for those folks that only need in the power, cause we the ones that can't fall to our knees and be cowards. Let's change our view of being in the towers. We give the keys to our heart, or be deceitful with ours. Let that marinate like seasoning powder. Hope they not extinct before we realize we're being needed. These flowers, it's up to us. We gotta say so, no matter what's happening. We gotta say so, no matter what's going on. We gonna say so. It's more than ground we want. We gotta do more than talk before the stars come on. We gotta say so, no matter what's happening. We gonna say so, no matter what's going on. We gonna say so. It's more than ground we want. We gotta do more than talk before the stars come on. We gotta say so, no matter what's happening. We gonna say so, no matter what's going on. We gonna say so. It's more than ground we want. We gotta do more than talk before the stars come on. We gotta say so, no matter what's happening. We gonna say so, no matter what's going on. We gonna say so. It's more than ground we want. We gotta do more than talk before the stars come on. We gotta say so.
These days, for modern mothers, if children go and put their hands in the soil and come, they say, your hands are dirty. No, they're not dirty. You have to take the source of your life. Army disaster. To save soil, let's make it happen.
We got a lot of issues that we trying to fix. Human beings always find themselves in this. Cause right now what's needed is to save our soul. Save our soul. Save our soul.
No sé si después te lo digo quieres irte conmigo, mami.
Oui. We came here on his back and we caught your eye. The salty ocean wind made the seagulls cry. The rocking of his house had me holding on, but I knew that I was safe from there on out.
Not there?
Tell me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for so long. I found peace in the violence. Can you show me there's no point in trying? I'm at one, and I've been silent for so long. I've been quiet for so long. Show me there's no point in trying.
Yeah, I saw that you. Every time I kept going online, you were on the map. How'd you got so far? You just work. Damn.
I started moving some internationals on there, so I know Megan over you can like buy and sell stuff and have dinosaurs to fight. I fish a lot of shit.
dinosaurs to fight?
Yeah, you can buy them too. Nice to know. Can't wait 20 years later.
You wouldn't need TVs.
Ah,
Yeah, you wouldn't at all, bro.
yeah.
Oh shit, is that Batman?
No, it's Green Goblin's jacket.
Shit.
Like you can sell stuff. I'm trying to make it like a market. I've been planning for a long time. And I'm just wasting time. I'm making money.
Yo, that map is pretty big, bro.
Okay?
That map is huge.
It's okay. I need to do a lot of shit.
You built that?
This, the metal I built. This is the castle that's on the map. You can, here now they have the eggs too, so if you have that too. You can sell the eggs, there's like nothing else. See, like that stuff is how I have to move it. Just make some new shit.
You mean like it's too high up?
See, like the ground?
Yeah.
No touching the ground? Like the eggs weren't touching the ground either. I can't wait to have like a real physics simulator.
What?
Real physics simulator. You can sell the eggs. No, these raptors.
You can ride these? Oh, hell no.
Yeah. They have them in the game too. That's fun as hell. Yeah, that's what I do. It is, and then fighting all day.
Yeah?
What is it? Eventually, like, gonna be in a pod, sleeping, kind of what it's doing. Shit stuff. Alright. So now it's just back and forth.
Oh, and you're there too?
This is where I move the stuff.
Oh shit, hold on now.
So I can went to the future side. I don't have any of this shit, and it's just actually would be like
You're in the
not-
same game?
They're not really connected yet.
Oh.
Eventually, it's going to be. They are.
You're like editing and playing at the same
They
time.
are connected in the sense that like.
But not, they're not
they are.
synchronized.
They are. So like, see, this is where like we just have to work are just awesome. But also, let me see that over
We're
there.
getting Unreal Engines.
See,
Oh yeah, I just saw it go down. Oh, that's so fucking cool.
So eventually you'll have like I was just thinking before you came here, right? So like this is like how do you get people to do things and then get paid for what they do, right?
Right.
So this is why video games have such a great use in the future because right now we're just doing whatever we're doing to get to the future,
Yeah.
right? And this is just my perspective because eventually they're going to be used for even more things than whatever I can come up, right? So let's say I have a task, like I'm somebody working either for making this island or I'm the one making it, which is the same thing I'm doing right now. I'm doing both, right? I'm the employee and the employer, technically, right? So I put a task, like, hey, I need you to move that grass down because it's not supposed to be there, right?
Right.
So I put that task. When it comes in the system, because eventually it's going to be so intricate, especially with AI, it's going to be like, well, I completed a task, it took me this long, And however we pay people, that's whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because then it's gonna be like, do you get paid in V-Bucks? Do you get paid in time? Because that's the whole thing. Like, what do you want in life? Everyone wants different stuff. Kids just want to be around their parents.
Right.
So you get paid however you get paid in the future. And that's why it's awesome.
Cool.
We'll get there eventually. Right now I'm just being me, which is the same thing everyone's been doing. I'm exploring what I'm doing. And eventually this is going to become whatever it becomes, because that's what we're doing in this world. So
Is this the same map that you had, or this is another one?
it depends what you mean by the same. Because technically it's the same idea since
The one with the waterfall and the volcano.
That's why I said there's a new one. So this is how you do maps in here. So basically you just create a new island. And you do it on, or actually you can just I could take, because I'm doing it on the computer now, which is a little, that's the thing of like, technically this is the employer, that's the employee, because, right? And then you can switch, because which one is telling which one to do what. Right now, I can actually move stuff here, and sometimes it'll move in here. There's a connectivity, and then information is the thing that's actually moving it. This is just numbers, right? Eventually you'll be able to see me running, and all the other people running in here, and that's probably what they're already doing in Epic, right? Because Epic, you have the FNCS, which is the Fortnite Championship Tournament, something like that.
Yeah, they get paid for that shit.
Well, they don't just get paid. It's just the money is the nice thing. This way, you have to think about income. I'm gonna tell you something about that after I'm done with this, because, bro.
Oh, it's a little bubbler,
It's a pipe. I prefer this, dude. I don't have to keep rolling shit
keep
up.
rolling up.
That saves money.
Yeah,
a lot
that
of money,
too. And
right?
you get to smoke a lot more.
Well, I technically smoke less, and it's better.
Really? Oh, I meant, that's what I meant. You smoke more, but just because less quantity.
No. It's just because it's all about the thing about time and quantity. It's about distance. So it's all about a like physical distance that it takes to do XYZ. So right now, let's say I'm going to smoke. My body saves time, right? Because it knows like, well, I don't have to wait till someone smokes a thing and then there's smoke around and I breathe it, right? Because there's THC and everything, right?
Yeah.
THC is like I told you, tomo here and
Yeah.
cooling, whatever, right? You make it yourself, but it's hard to make, right? It's like sperm, you make it yourself. Yeah. So, but like now, it's like the reason I am the way I am is because I'm trying to do. I don't want to do anything, bro. I don't even want to sleep. I don't want to do shit.
God damn, you guys all got left?
Well, I didn't smoke it. I went to my neighbor, and I didn't get paid for that, which is sad, but it's awesome because money is actually evil. And then to take it from me, But that's why I love this. I'm starting to get paid more for this. I just gotta manage I just gotta manage myself better. Because when I get paid more for this, I still have to manage myself better. So like, let's say I only have to smoke one of these a year, right?
What do you mean a year?
Like, I just have to pack it one time for 1 year, right? Smoke it, and that's all I want to do for that 1 year, right? And then go further. Then 10 years, then 100 years, because the whole thing of time. My body is being made out of, right now, conversating with you, energy, right? So my body is perceiving energy as, oh, I'm smoking, I'm playing this game, talking to you. So my body's perceiving like all this stuff and it's making a certain chemical, right? It's all about chemicals, and that's why we get high and stuff. So it's making all this chemical to maintain my temperature, right? And then it goes just from one cell to every other cell. The thing I'm gonna tell you about the sperm thing is, dude, I already told you of like, I think I might have told you, hold it as hard when you're coming? Yeah. Okay, never mind. Bro, have you been doing that?
No.
Oh my God.
I haven't, bro.
Good luck, bro.
I've been sick lately.
No. Huh? Sick. How many times have you masturbated since then?
I haven't.
When was the last time you had sex? When was the last time you orgasm?
What's today?
Yeah, bro. You know.
No, probably last week or so, bro.
You can't be like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my girl.
No.
There's been a
it's
lot
not.
of shit
No.
going on, bro. I'll tell you right now.
No, it doesn't. Hey, the point is, dude, don't let any of that shit come out. It's gonna get.
Last week.
The longer you keep throwing stuff out, the worse it's gonna be in terms of pain.
Right.
Dead people, the way that I perceive it, dead people are gonna go through that shit too, because pain is information, right? And whatever is real here, it's energy. So
if it's information, how you get rid of it? Because I've been with a dislocated middle finger for 3 months right now.
well, it's not about getting rid of it.
Shit sucks.
Well, obviously, because it's a tool. It's like not having this, right?
I'm grabbing shit like this.
Yeah, but the
Put
thing
my
is,
finger up.
what does that mean for you? This is why, like, damn, bro, like, even that's, like, you can't masturbate with a freaking one, bro.
Oh, I'm lefty, so.
Yeah,
Lucky for
yeah,
me.
but it's not about left or right because at the end of the day, it's information. Because women can orgasm just by thinking. So
Yeah.
it's about thinking at the end of the day, right? Because it has to do with how do we think. That's why I'm saying, damn, bro. No, like, going a week or a month, it doesn't matter. But the thing is that when you ejaculate, if you ejaculate, bro, you're throwing all that information out, right?
So-
And then, depending on how you proceed for the rest of your life, if you do die in this world, to come back is painful as fuck. And whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, we are going to be brought back from the other side, one way or another. We're forced, like, from what I understand so far. And I don't even know anything yet. I've only been doing what I've been telling you, holding it as hard as you can for like maybe a month, 2 months.
Really?
And bro, it's unbelievable. And the pain, it's because, so another thing, right? When you have sex, this is why I'm telling you the whole hold it as hard as you can, because it's like a cheat code of like money or whatever you want to think about it. It's just like a tool. Now you know you can do that, so you can use it for your own benefit, right? Because the thought should be able, it's your own birth control, right? So your mind should be able to be like, well, do I want to have a child with this person? Because do you, right? And a child is not just, I'm going to have a kid that's going to, no, it's a tool. This is why we have to be serious about everything, because we are tools, right? We are things that deal with the environment. We're not toys. That's why tools and toys are very close. I was thinking about this like yesterday. I'm sorry. That's interesting. Okay, cool. I'm doing because my brain is everywhere, right? So my brain is not just in here. My brain is my hands, YouTube. And there's the reason your name is Brian, right? And backwards is like Nair, which is nerd, too, close to nerd. I was thinking about that. Nair.
Nair.
Yeah, which is a lot of things, but anyway, because for children, like, I hope, from what I'm understanding, I don't have children until I'm like 100, hopefully longer, 1,000, right? But I have to be mindful, because when you say time stuff, maybe in a freaking month I can go 20 years, but it's not what I want, right? Because I can do whatever I want. If I say, if tomorrow I don't eat for a month and I'm gonna get XYZ, I'm gonna do that because I want to do that, right? That's the idea of a man. But because we don't know what we want, because that's the sign of the world, we're designed to want what we don't know. Because that's literally, we're designed that way. And also, I just recently thought about this because it says in one of the passages, whatever you don't want is gonna become materialized. And it's one of those lost books. Because what you don't want is your fear. And what mostly I'm putting them on personal, what don't we want as an individual? I don't want to be here with everyone, right? I want to be here by myself, right? Which eventually is probably going to materialize where the end of the world, then I'm going to be here by myself, and then whatever happens is going to happen. I don't care, I make peace with it. The reason I'm also thinking of that is because, well, if that's my fear, what's my love? My love is being with everyone, which is also fear, because people are very we are very attention needed, right? We need a lot of attention. That's why I'm telling you the whole hold it as hard as you can, because your attention is really about maintaining your dick as hard as you can, with no matter what happens. That's how we're supposed to be here, because our penises are like sensors. They're like a sensor of the truth. Yes, because that's cool too. Hey, there's a reason Spider-Man is the superhero it is, and it's also a reason there's so many of them in the multiverse and whatever, because there's a version of everything, and that's why our brains are what they are, because we have this omnidirectional calculation system, which is fucking cool stuff to think about. And this is where like the multiverse is a thing, but it's not a thing because it's all one thing, right? So it's like, how do you come to terms with like good and bad being one thing, so that you can understand it, but also use it, but also not use it, but also like, I don't know, do whatever it is that we're supposed to be living here. That's what I'm telling you, the whole thing of holiness. I don't want to talk about anything. I don't want to talk, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to even breathe. I don't breathing, that one I say because I have a lot of oxygen in my body, right? So many things, the pain comes from oxygen. So the reason I'm sitting like this is because for me personally, this is why yoga is a thing in the world. Yoga is about not consuming more than I'm producing, right? Because we're producers as we're consumers. But right now we are 90%, 99.999% infinity, and then that one that is like non-existent. That's why it's so weird to think about. Okay, so you can go 99.99 infinity. That never ends, right? Well, there's the one chance that turns it into 100. That .00 infinity 1. That's where like this is so that's the same thing as going back, because you have degrees of going left to right or up and down, and then this is why we're omnidirectional machines, because this is where the whole thing of holding it as hard as you can. Because right now I'm doing that, right? I'm holding my whole body tighter, so I can continue doing that, and I continue tighter, and I can continue doing it tighter, and continue doing it tighter, and now I'm like where I'm doing the most tension, which is where we're all technically supposed to be, where my body is technically actually relaxed, because when our dicks are hard, actually our veins are open and they're relaxed. That's why I read whatever. Because relax is also, for me, is real acts, asking the real questions like, what the fuck am I really doing? Why the hell do I even have to breathe? Right? Why the hell do I even have to talk? Why do I even have to do any of this stuff? Because in 20 years, you're gonna be like, hey, in 20 years you're gonna be like, hey, whatever it is, not even gonna be words. It's gonna be like, oh, I wish right now there was. Did I send you that Instagram of like waves around the dude or some shit? There you go. I sent it to my sister.
Can I smoke a bowl?
Do whatever, bro. You can do whatever, bro. Oh, I sent you the one of flying.
Yeah, that shit
Right?
was ridiculous, bro.
So imagine.
I'm surprised how those people are not like
Well, because bro,
losing their balance.
Bro, no, this is where the whole holding it as hard as you can think is, dude, I'm telling you, bro, I cannot emphasize. You haven't done it since I last told you, right?
No.
And this is serious as to the point that I should be not saying anything about any of this. That's how I feel personally. But my person, I'm beyond my person, because my person is just what I think, and what I think is, this is my limit. I have to get beyond my limit, my fear of, oh, how long am I going to go without food? How long am I going to go without money? And that's not really the fear. The fear is more like, when the things that I want happen, how am I going to react? You know? How am I going to react when I'm actually getting $2,000 from Fortnite a month? Because that's not a lot, right? And when I'm getting $2,000 from Fortnite, I'm going to be doing, I don't even know. Because I love money. I love fucking money. The reason I say income now more is because I'm putting an emphasis on, for myself, on the words I'm using. Because saying money and saying income.
Oh shit.
No.
What's up, baby? What's looking? What about me? I'm not following one. I'm here chilling at Moses' house waiting for you. Why? You done working? Oh, okay. I'll be here chilling. Oh, I'll be just get that done. I already looked at the GPS. It says like I'm 32 minutes away. So if you leave at 12 on the dot, I'll be leaving here like in 15 minutes. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye. Yeah, bro, fucking. The guy that I always say he's like my pops.
He's your what?
Remember the guy I told you that he's like my pops, like my uncle type
Oh, the
shit?
one you work at? The house?
Yeah. And it's fucking crazy how time flies, man. I didn't even know myself. He's been holding this tension for 4 years. Just last weekend he just told me, he's like, dude, I'm getting a divorce. I'm like, what the fuck? You've been together for 25 years. She's like, I haven't had pussy in 4 years. And I'm like, So
I'm telling you that the process.
he invited us this weekend to that his ex-girlfriend's house where he's been spending time at. I didn't even fucking know. Long story short, well, this whole weekend was just crazy. One, everybody got the bug. Like throwing up type shit. We got it from the kid. And yeah, that shit was crazy.
Don't blame.
Well, I'm not blaming the kid.
No.
But then
Keep
yeah,
going.
everybody got
Keep
sick.
going. Keep going.
I missed work yesterday.
Well,
But the crazy story. Yo, you know your girl's following you, right? And he's like, what do you mean? Nigga, your girl's tracking me right now. Like, she knows where you're at. He's like, oh shit, turn that shit off, nigga. You sure you wanna do that? I turn this shit off, she's gonna know. And she gonna probably go, I don't give a fuck, turn this shit off. I'm like, okay. Off. Delete. 20 minutes later. He's like, yo, someone's knocking on the door. I'm running, nigga. Fuck this shit. I know who it is. The mother-in-law picks up the door. Hey, Paul, there's a woman out here for you. I think he was shitting crazy. I told you, bro. Told you. Long story short, he's in this situation now. He's undecided of who to go with who. And like, I have
There's
to
two
be.
women?
Yeah, bro. It's like,
That's nice.
it's not nice because like the woman he's living with
So,
is his
yeah.
wife and married
Yeah.
for 25 years.
So
She got the nigga red-handed.
So you get out of, because technically we get ourselves into these troubles because we're not being truthful about prostituting again, right? Because why does anybody need anything, right? Why? You can go into anything. Why do you need two women? Why do you need houses? Why do you need THC, right? When you go back to the prostate thing, it's actually the most manageable THC like system that we have in our bodies, because at the end of the day it's about temperature, right, and how you react. Because temperature is you're hot and cold, you're good and bad in every cell in your body, and then it goes into how long you're holding certain things. This is why women are what they are, right? And
What, evil?
not evil, because they are evil, but I mean in the sense of how you perceive them, right? Because they are that nothing that we are looking for, right? And they can be good and bad because of how we perceive it. Because I need this woman for what? It's much easier to orgasm with a girl than it is by yourself, right? Why?
See?
Huh?
Better feed.
No, I just don't know ourselves. Because if we knew ourselves, I'd be like, well, why the hell do I want this girl to do this for me when
I've been doing myself.
Well, I'm the one that's doing this, like, right? I'm the one that's making my body, but why do I need this freaking cage that I'm in to maintain myself comfortable, right? Because we are very intense creatures. Why do you think we have a space simulator here, right? So the whole thing of your prostate, when you start flying, right? Whether in the other life when you don't do whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, and then when you come back here and you start flying, how are you gonna like know where you are? How are you gonna know those guys are not gonna hate things, right? That's the whole prostate thing, because it's like it's complicated in the sense.
You think it's your sensor.
No, it's not your sensor. It's like your everything for you and everyone else, right? So it's like the idea that Jesus was telling us. That's like why it's called priest. A priest. You need a priest, right? And that's why women have the whole happiness. You need to have a penis. You need to have a penis. And they have a clitoris.
Have penis.
Which is their penis. A woman has a penis. It's just when you look at women and men, this is cool, right? Because numbers are amazing. We are all, this is why you have the whole transgender shit. We have a mixture of men and women, all of us. You're a mix of your mom and your dad, an egg and a sperm. But everyone has it in different proportions. You can go into a great proportion is 7 and 3, because 7 and 3 is 10. And if you, this is why it's omnidirectional. Numbers are amazing, and this is why it deals with like who knows why. And we're gonna be, man, aliens are a thing, bro.
Oh,
aliens are a thing.
Was it you?
Bro, if aliens are a thing, when Jesus is on this fucking planet, we all better get our shit together. This is why I'm like, I don't want to be doing any of this. I want to be sleeping. I don't even want to be here. But I know I have a serious responsibility to pay attention to myself, right? As to the same thing as to like, why would I need two women, right? If I'm making my life miserable because I started ejaculating when I was 11 and I didn't know, right? I started crying. I started crying around that time too, unknowable crying. Like I didn't know why. I was related to that. It's just different levels, right? My penis is crying because, right? It was starting to because it wasn't the beginning.
How
It
does
was,
your shit
huh?
cry?
Huh?
How does your shit cry?
Well, because it's becoming weak. One side is becoming weak and the other side is becoming strong, right? Usually masturbating one side, that's why a lot of men have curved dicks and then you have scoliosis, right? Because this is my spine, right? And if my spine is curved, then my real spine is curved, and that's why you don't have bones in your dick, because it's magnetic, right? And how is your actual spine made? And then, dude, it's all a freaking system that is designed. And then it's crazy because the prostate, if you go from like whatever that shit is, the way I've been thinking, it's linked to the black hole of the universe, the center of the universe, right? Whatever that is. Because if you think about like anything, it's so cool to think about, like darkness, that's forever, right? You can make it a circle or a square. It's the same shape. It's just looked at different numbers, because you can turn a circle into a square and a square, so that's how they do this shit. And it's amazing, because it's freaking
I just think this is fucking cool.
Bro, I can't fucking wait till I can be like, let me grab.
Let me move my head.
What? Oh, the thing.
My
You
ears
can,
are fucking cold.
Get over here. Okay, let me turn this up. Sitting is the hardest thing there is. Lo siento.
Oh shit, what you got going on here?
I'm trying to get.
Oh, you're prepping it.
No, there's some.
There's something in there?
Well, they're not.
They're not popping out.
I'll do whatever I'm
This
doing.
batch came out with some seeds, man. This purple one.
They both have, depends on the seeds and then depends on what's happening. Because see, whenever I get to my life, I'm going to grow have a shit that's full of plants, that's alive. I can just sleep and it goes wherever it wants. Technically the earth, but the earth is ours. So eventually I'm gonna make my own with magnets.
Well, I tried to germinate that seed that I accidentally put on the fucking napkin that was supposed to get to you. That shit didn't go
You
anywhere.
were supposed to do anything.
That shit died.
You know that?
Well, not died. It's still not awake then, if that's the case.
Wake is pain.
Trust me, I know.
I know you. I'm saying it because I'm linking it to how we think death and life. And there's a passage in one of the most lost texts that says, the living are not living, and the dead are not dead.
Oh, I had another dream, dude. Another space dream. And this one was more controlled.
Well, that's just, eventually, it's going to be, so that when you link your dreams and this reality, that's like your emotions and your thoughts align.
It was more like my eyes will build where I want to be before I get there.
Yeah. Does
that make sense?
Yeah, because that's how you took the walk. You know, right now, have you ever tried to separate your eyesight?
Like cockeyed or like, what do you mean? Like
Have you tried to?
this, but the opposite?
Yeah.
No, I tried doing that with my finger.
So that's why it's so hard, because we're focusing on our fear, and this is our love, technically, right? So it's really hard, because as a child, we're focusing on our nose, what our breathing, what's coming into our mouth, and then it goes into the omnidirectional computer thing, where now my right foot is going into my left foot, my bones, right? Because this is why it's attention, and they're colliding. You have the up and the this, right? So it's a triangle. That's why the trendy over here, the freaking violet. So you have that tree thing, and you're putting pressure. So you have to. One way is gonna give in, or you have to figure out what it is for you. That's why I'm doing what it is for me. And everyone is their own person, and they have to figure out for them. That's why people come to this world without arms, because how do you build your arm? It's your thinking. Your thinking is everything. Your thoughts are everything. at the end of the day. Your thoughts are my thoughts, and my thoughts are your thoughts, because they're all one mind. There's the mind of the universe. That's the whole universe thinking what the hell is doing, right?
Different scenario, same person.
Scale, different scale. It's just like, because technically this is why you have different skins, where you can live as another person, right? And eventually this is going to get so intense that you're going to have...
It's basically giving a character to a different scenery, but it's the same shit.
Well, it goes crazy because characters are symbols, right? Characters are just letters, right? Characters, I know what you mean by characters, right? You mean the whole skin, the whole thing. That's why it's so...
Is that, what I'm saying is, like, is that just to interact with each other as ourselves?
It doesn't matter, because it's like, it doesn't matter what I tell you, bro, because it's like your thoughts are doing like, why do you put your left foot on top of your right foot on top of your right? Right now, because of the immense weight that you weigh, right? And we don't even think of how much it is, because it's actually nothing, right? Because we are air. And air is the most heavy thing, but it's because we think heavy as not heavy. We see things as opposite. I'm going to tell you what to see what you think about this. Technically, right now, your cells are squishing into each cell, right? So your bottom leg is pushing up, and it's like, hey man, this is the bottom. You're pushing too hard. And this one is like, no, this is the top. The top is too heavy. I need to push down. And then it's like well, not just balance out. Your body is into itself. Like, how do I tell you? You can see it here. I'm gonna show you it here. Technically your legs are one leg, right? But you need two legs to walk. And because you're doing this, your right leg believes it controls certain parts of your left leg, and your left leg controls certain parts of your right leg, because their position, what they think, where they think they are, is not 100% held in the position it is, because it's like, hey, man, you're pushing too hard. No, I'm pushing the right amount because I'm getting pushed too hard from the top. No, I need to go to the center. That's where like the prostate is, because the prostate is, when you squeeze it right now, I'm squeezing it, is bringing everything to the center, right? So eventually all my thoughts are going to be where they're supposed to be. Like, this is my hand. Whatever I think my hand is, it's what I think it is, right? It's not a hand, it's not a character, it's a tool that I know, and I don't have to be like, hey, this is my hand. This is where like, hey, don't touch my hand, or whatever, right? Don't touch my car, because what I am is what I think I am. My PlayStation, right? My experience. This is why we have to understand, like, I'm talking to myself right now, right? So when I tell you stuff, it's like, you're getting information that I know, and now you can give me perspectives, which I wish you were doing what I'm doing. You would tell me stuff, because technically, when you're doing that, it's going to be like, hey, bro, you know, technically, this is cool, because this is kind of like predicting the future in a sense, which I don't like to do, but this one I'm cool with, because I actually want to fly, right? Eventually, you're going to be like, thinking, be like, hey, bro, okay, man, put your foot here. And I'll be like, right? Because I'm still going to be like, I know I can do it or whatever, but, and I'm going to be seeing you probably, right? Because that's the thing. Like, even seeing, I don't believe, right? When I know, like, that's the whole silence thing for me. I know. I don't have to tell anyone, like, you can live in this world without breathing for the rest of your life, right? What does that mean? Now you have to start thinking, shit, when did the world, well, it's not even about needing or not needing. It's like, why the hell is the world a thing? Why did it come into being? Why am I here today? Why do I think I don't need to breathe? Oh, do I need to? Why am I breathing? Okay, how many breaths do I take today? Right, it's the same as this one. How many breaths do I need to live for 1 year? And that's where it's cool now, because this is where time is biological, right? So how much oxygen do I need to live for 1 year? So I'm compressing oxygen. This is where the prostate thing is a tool. It's not like everything is a tool. It's compressing oxygen, so like I see this is how much oxygen I need, right? And then you go into your hair is really, you have to be careful of your hair because it's protected, but it's oxygen outside of you, and it's a sensor, so that you can tell, like right now I can go to sleep and I can process certain amount of oxygen. That's why our hair falls out, because we're thinking, we're doing whatever we're thinking, but we're not using our system as a tool, right? I'm supposed to hold in my prostate all the time, so that I know.
Sounds like impossible.
It's not impossible. It's you are who you are, right?
So how do we know how to control that shit?
It's not about control. Control. I was thinking about control. Control. What was that the other day? I thought about that. It's a lot, but it's contradiction. It's about con is negative, true, true. So you're contradicting the truth, right? Because the truth is like the past, and you have to push against the past to make the new present. Otherwise, you believe whatever you believe, and it turns into whatever we turn
New
into.
present is your future.
It doesn't matter, because yeah, the present and the future, they're one and the same. Okay, what do you think about this? Adam was a woman, and every woman every man in the Bible, technically to a certain point, maybe Jesus was actually a woman, and then Jesus was the first male that they started actually writing as a male in the book. Right? There was other males, right? Maybe not. Actually, no. That's actually interesting to think about. Maybe there was no male.
There isn't?
Well, because look at the word Adam backwards.
Madam.
It's actually funny that you said madam because it's not madam. Adam backwards is madam. But it sounds like madam.
Yeah.
Why? And Eve, you take the name Eve and you put it upside down, it's in it, which if you put the P as penic, which is a dick, then they took the rib out of Adam, which is, you know. Sorry for that.
Hello.
Oh, so
Good evening. What? The what? What? Yeah, I heard all that. Yeah, but you're freaking 14. Alright, I'll see you there now. No, we're good.
But sit down, breathe. Before you breathe and slow down. There's a reason I'm telling you that. It doesn't matter. You're right and wrong. The thing is, your oxygen, right? It's the same thing as your prostate and all that. It's all words. Because words are how you control the universe, right? Your woman just told you X, Y, Z, so now your brain is like,
X, Y, Z.
right? So time, because it's all about time. When are you gonna get home? When are you gonna get to eat the next time you eat tranquilo? When are you gonna get to sleep tranquilo? When are you gonna have your nut tranquilo, right? Whatever that means, because none of us have had it tranquilo. Right? You have to be in a place hiding, or you have to be. It doesn't matter. It's never gonna be tranquilo, right? Tranquilo is just a way of this is good and this is bad. It's not. It just is. That's why justice is what it is. Just is. It just is. Right? You could sit there and not go, right, because it made me so angry. Or you could be like, well, she could do it herself. Or you could be like, well, no, I'll see her. Or you can think anything. That's the thing. You can think anything. No, it's not angry. Because you are. Everyone's angry. Angry is about food. Right? Angry is the best thing there is. I can't wait till I understand my anger. Right? Because that's where I get attacked. Anyway. That's just too much of your time.
No, you never did it.
See, there you go, would never do. Never is the same as good and bad. Okay, so.
Vive un monstruo. Que venga, que se le pare. ¡El diablo, compadre!
mío, compadre.